Imagine a story older than the pyramids. This story is the Epic of Gilgamesh, taking us to ancient Mesopotamia. The Epic of Gilgamesh is one of the earliest known works of literature. It predates Homer's Odyssey and the Bible. Imagine scribes pressing cuneiform characters into wet clay tablets. These tablets, unearthed centuries later, revealed a story both epic and deeply human. The Epic of Gilgamesh speaks to us across millennia. It explores themes of friendship, loss, and the search for meaning. Get ready to journey back in time. We will uncover the timeless wisdom hidden within the Epic of Gilgamesh. Section 2, the Cradle of Civilization. Our journey begins in Mesopotamia between the Tigris and Euphrates. This region, often called the Cradle of Civilization, saw the rise of agriculture, cities, and writing. Here, in the bustling city of Uruk, the Epic of Gilgamesh was born. Uruk was a city of grand ziggurats, towering temples that reached towards the heavens. The people of Mesopotamia believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses. It is within this rich tapestry of history and mythology that we find Gilgamesh. Section 3, Gilgamesh, King of Uruk. Gilgamesh was a king like no other, 2/3 god and 1/3 human. He ruled Uruk with an iron fist, but his heart yearned for more. The people of Uruk both admired and feared their king. Gilgamesh longed for a companion who could match his strength. In the wilderness, a wild man named Enkidu was destined to cross paths with Gilgamesh. Section 1, the wild man Enkidu. Deep in the wilderness lived Enkidu, as wild as the lands he roamed. Covered in hair, he moved with the grace of a gazelle and the strength of a bull. Enkidu lived in harmony with the animals, sharing their watering holes and protecting them. The people of Uruk whispered tales of Enkidu, some dismissing him as a mythical beast. Enkidu knew nothing of the world of men and was content in his solitude. However, his secluded existence was about to change. The gods had woven him into their grand design, a plan that would bring him face to face with Gilgamesh. In the grand halls of the heavens, the gods observed Gilgamesh. They saw the king's strength, ambition, and loneliness. The goddess Uruk was tasked with fashioning a companion for Gilgamesh. From the clay of the earth, she molded Enkidu, a being of immense strength and wild beauty. Enkidu was infused with the spirit of the wild, a protector of nature. Unaware of his divine purpose, Enkidu roamed the wilderness, his heart innocent and free. Word of Enkidu's existence reached Uruk. Intrigued, Gilgamesh listened to the tales of this wild man. A trapper recounted his encounter with Enkidu, describing his immense strength and compassion for animals. Gilgamesh recognized a kindred spirit in Enkidu. He saw in him a worthy opponent and a potential companion. A plan began to form in Gilgamesh's mind to draw Enkidu out of the wilderness. Gilgamesh devised a plan to meet Enkidu. He summoned Shamhat, a woman of renowned beauty from the temple of Ishtar. Shamhat was tasked with presenting herself to Enkidu. Gilgamesh believed that by exposing Enkidu to civilization, he could lure him out of the wild. Shamhat ventured into the untamed lands, her destination the heart of Enkidu's domain. The stage was set for a momentous encounter. Section 1, the Taming of the Wild. Shamhat, adorned in the finest silks, ventured deep into the wilderness. Her beauty drew Enkidu out of his solitude. For 6 days and 7 nights, Shamhat shared stories of the world beyond the forest. Enkidu, captivated by her tales, found himself at a crossroads. Under Shamhat's guidance, Enkidu began to embrace the customs of civilization. Section 2, Brothers in Arms. Word of Enkidu's transformation reached Gilgamesh. Their first encounter was a clash of titans, shaking the foundations of Uruk. From their confrontation, a profound bond emerged. Gilgamesh saw in Enkidu the companion he had long yearned for. Enkidu found himself drawn to Gilgamesh's charisma and thirst for adventure. Thus began an epic friendship, ready to face any challenge. Section 3, the Battle with Humbaba. Gilgamesh and Enkidu set their sights on a daring quest to confront Humbaba. Their journey to the cedar forest was fraught with peril. They faced scorching deserts, treacherous mountains, and mythical beasts. Finally, they stood before Humbaba's lair, ready to defend his domain. The battle was a clash of epic proportions, with Gilgamesh and Enkidu fighting as one. After a fierce battle, Gilgamesh and Enkidu emerged victorious. Humbaba lay vanquished, their triumph resonating throughout the land. Ishtar, infatuated with Gilgamesh, offered herself to him. Gilgamesh boldly rejected her advances, enraging Ishtar. She unleashed the Bull of Heaven, a creature of immense power. The land trembled as the Bull of Heaven descended upon Uruk. The Bull of Heaven descended upon Uruk, its hooves cracking the earth. Gilgamesh and Enkidu stood as a united front against this new threat. They met its fury head-on, with Gilgamesh striking a blow and Enkidu outmaneuvering the creature. Finally, Gilgamesh delivered the killing blow, ending the beast's reign of terror. Their victory was a testament to their unbreakable bond, yet their triumph was short-lived, overshadowed by a cruel twist of fate. The gods decreed that one of the heroes must pay the ultimate price. Enkidu, created from the clay of the earth, was deemed to be the sacrifice. A wasting illness befell Enkidu, stripping him of his strength. Gilgamesh, heartbroken, was powerless to stop fate. In his final moments, Enkidu cursed the trapper and shaman. He yearned for the simplicity of his former life. Section 3, the shadow of mortality. Enkidu's death shook Gilgamesh to his core. For the first time, he confronted his own mortality. Overwhelmed by grief, Gilgamesh wandered the wilderness. The once mighty king was haunted by the fear of his own demise. Driven by a desperate longing for answers, Gilgamesh embarked on a new quest for eternal life. Section 4, a quest for immortality. Gilgamesh's quest was driven by grief and fear of the unknown. Guided by ancient tales, he journeyed to the edge of the world, seeking Utnapishtim. His journey was fraught with peril, crossing mountains, deserts, and the underworld. Along the way, he encountered mystical creatures and wise hermits. His determination never wavered, fueled by the memory of Enkidu. Section 1, Unearthing a Lost World. The Epic of Gilgamesh lay dormant for centuries, buried beneath layers of sand and time. It wasn't until the mid-19th century that the world rediscovered the epic. Archaeologists excavating Nineveh found clay tablets with cuneiform script. Among these tablets, they found the story of Gilgamesh. The Epic of Gilgamesh was resurrected, ready to captivate a new audience. The Epic of Gilgamesh, like many other Mesopotamian texts, was written in cuneiform, a script that originated in ancient Sumer around the 4th millennium BC. Cuneiform, meaning wedge-shaped in Latin, was a complex system of writing using a reed stylus to make wedge-shaped marks on wet clay tablets. These tablets, once baked or dried in the sun, became incredibly durable, preserving the contents for millennia. Cuneiform was used to record a wide range of information, from epic tales and religious hymns to legal codes, business transactions, and even personal letters. The decipherment of cuneiform in the 19th century was a monumental achievement, unlocking a vast library of knowledge about ancient Mesopotamia. It opened a window into the minds of the people who lived thousands of years ago, their beliefs, their dreams, their fears, their hopes. Through the legacy of cuneiform, we can read the words of Gilgamesh, feel the weight of his grief, understand his yearning for immortality, and connect with his humanity across the vast expanse of time. The Epic of Gilgamesh, though rooted in the world of ancient Mesopotamia, transcends its time and place. Its themes of friendship, loss, the search for meaning, and the fear of death resonate with people across cultures and throughout history. The epic's influence can be seen in countless works of literature, art, and philosophy. From the ancient Greek epics of Homer to the biblical narratives of the Flood and the Garden of Eden, echoes of Gilgamesh's story can be found woven into the fabric of Western civilization. The epic's exploration of the human condition, our shared hopes and fears, continues to captivate and inspire us today. It reminds us that despite the passage of millennia, we are connected to those who came before us, their stories offering guidance and wisdom for our own lives. The Epic of Gilgamesh stands as a testament to the enduring power of storytelling, its wisdom echoing through the ages, reminding us that even in the face of mortality, the human spirit yearns for something more, something beyond the confines of our fleeting existence. The Epic of Gilgamesh grapples with a question that has haunted humanity since the dawn of consciousness. What does it mean to be mortal? Gilgamesh, two-thirds god and one-third man, initially seems to embody an idyllic balance between the divine and the human. However, the death of his beloved friend Enkidu shatters his illusion of invincibility. Gilgamesh's desperate quest for immortality becomes a powerful metaphor for the universal human desire to transcend our limitations. Yet the epic also suggests that true immortality might lie not in the physical realm, but in the realm of legacy and impact. The Epic of Gilgamesh is, at its core, a story about the transformative power of human connection. Gilgamesh, the mighty king, begins his journey as a solitary figure, feared by his subjects and driven by a thirst for personal glory. However, the arrival of Enkidu, his equal in strength and spirit, irrevocably alters his course. The bond between Gilgamesh and Enkidu, forged in combat and solidified through shared adventures, becomes the emotional core of the epic. Their friendship humanizes Gilgamesh, tempering his arrogance and awakening within him the capacity for empathy and compassion. Enkidu's death throws Gilgamesh into despair, highlighting the profound impact their connection had on his life. It is the loss of Enkidu that propels Gilgamesh on his quest for immortality, as if seeking to reclaim a part of himself that died with his friend. The Epic of Gilgamesh reminds us that our lives are enriched by the connections we forge with others. It is through friendship, love, and shared experiences that we discover the true meaning of our existence and leave an enduring legacy on the world. The Epic of Gilgamesh, though ancient, speaks to us today with startling immediacy. Its wisdom, etched in clay, transcends time and culture. Despite technological advancements, the essence of the human experience remains constant. We, like Gilgamesh, grapple with life's profound questions, seeking meaning and uncertainty. We yearn for connection and friendships that nourish our souls, and we strive to leave our mark, creating something to outlast us. Gilgamesh's quest for immortality resonates in our world, obsessed with youth and legacy. The epic encourages us to embrace our finite existence and find joy in everyday moments. Consider the parallels between Gilgamesh's journey and our own. His struggle with grief over the loss of Enkidu mirrors the profound sense of loss we experience when confronted with the death of loved ones. His quest for immortality reflects our own desires to find meaning and purpose in a world that can often feel transient and unpredictable. The epic's exploration of friendship, particularly the bond between Gilgamesh and Enkidu, speaks volumes about the transformative power of human connection. In an increasingly digital age where virtual interactions often overshadow face-to-face encounters, the epic serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of genuine human connection. Gilgamesh's transformation from an arrogant, self-serving king to a more compassionate and understanding leader underscores the importance of empathy and emotional intelligence in our own lives. We, like Gilgamesh, are called upon to lead with both strength and compassion, recognizing that true leadership lies not in power over others, but in service to a greater good. The Epic of Gilgamesh, despite its ancient origins, offers timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of the human experience. It encourages introspection, self-reflection, and a deep appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. The Epic of Gilgamesh reminds us of the enduring power of storytelling. Stories transmit knowledge, values, and cultural identity across generations. They transport us to different worlds and teach us valuable lessons. In our modern world, storytelling remains as vital as ever. Stories engage our emotions and leave a lasting impact. The Epic of Gilgamesh transcends time and cultural boundaries. Let us seek out and share stories that matter.